Are you?
Yeah.
Dashboard or they want a cat?
Yeah. Welcome to Haunted Holler Painting, hosted at Troll Lord Games Twitch channel. I am Daniel. I am the man with the plan. We gonna paint some miniatures tonight. We're gonna talk about all sorts of crazy stuff with my man Bake over here. Currently, we're running a 41% for CPU usage, and we've done some tweaking. Hopefully, everything will work out as intended. Let me make sure it looks okay on the computer side, on the Twitch side here, real quick. Troll Lord Games. Watch me be sending it to North Foundry. Let's look here. Come on. Why do I get commercials in my own Twitch stream?
Yeah, I do see you live though. You're live.
Is there like is it full screen? Like, does it look like I had some crap on the other end here? Come on, how long is this commercial? 10 more seconds. Oh my gosh, people, how do y'all put up with this? I don't even watch.
It kills me. They're like, we're testing this feature, and even the ad block people are like, we don't know how to do that.
Nope. It's slowing down here. Let's see what it looks like.
Looks like you're zoomed in there pretty good, aren't you?
Yeah, is it pixelated really bad?
No, I don't see it pixelated yet.
Okay, that's cool. The music that I'm playing in the background might pixelate it. I'm going to close out a couple more things I forgot and left open. So, that. Close out the Player's Handbook for Castles and Crusades, the best RPG system out there. Close out this file here. Leave that open. Where are we at right now? We are running at 35%, my good man. Oh, that makes me so happy. Listen, folks.
That's good.
We figured out that the drop frame rates. Hey, Lordeus, finally get to see one of these. Awesome. Cool. So we are painting some Necrons tonight because I don't care what I paint. I just like to paint. And we are going to do...
Oh.
What?
It's just hey, what's up, Dale?
Okay. And we're going to work on doing a purple neon glow effect on these Necrons. And we're going to do it. We're going to cheat. If you see my pencil going to cheat right here. So this is my, sorry, I'm a little bit crazy today. I've had a little bit of Japanese steakhouse food in me and some sugar cookies, and I'm bouncing off the walls right now. So as some of you all know, this is a Faber-Castell watercolor pencil. Alright, this is how I do edge highlighting, but tonight it is going to help us. We're going to try this two different ways to do a purple neon glow. So first of all, we're going to edge highlight this model. So, and I learned this by watching graffiti artists.
Yeah, your background music is a little high and your voice is a little low.
Okay, well let me turn my voice up here.
FYI.
How's that sound? Does it sound a little bit better?
Ooh, that's rough.
What? Does it sound better?
You're not supposed to eat the mic.
Anyway, alright. Doll, how's that sound? Does it sound good? We better? Can we turn the music down? Get that 70s funk going on there. Turn it down a little bit. No, not that much. I gotta have something in the background. Nope. See, it's too loud now. Chuck told me to put some soothing music in the background.
Oh, do you?
Okay. Alright, let's move the mic right here. Alright, how's that? Is that a little bit better? Oh. So I'll try to keep the mic mic right here. So what we're doing is we're taking this watercolor pencil and we're actually doing some edge highlighting here. And this edge highlighting is a big thing on 40K models. And I do this with watercolor pencils because I can get a really clean edge highlight. Let me make sure I'm in the middle of the screen here. So let's see. Oh, it's all right, man. So my anniversary was this week. Been married for dang near 27. I'm just kidding, 16 years. So my wife says that she doesn't like to see my miniatures until I'm done. She thinks they look like garbage until I show her the final result.
Oh yeah, the watercolor pencils makes it look sharp.
Yeah, I know. I like joking around about that. We went and voted the day we got married. Then we went and eloped after we voted. It was really hard to find an actual place to get married at, but we were doing it. It was my only off day that week. It was the Bush Kerry election. Tell you what, that's one man I miss right now. It's George Bush. No, this is a Necron from Warhammer 40,000. It's part of a commission. The owner wants a black and purple motif, but I'm trying to do make it look glowy, like it's glowing. Oh, Bake, I sent the works in. His response was, "Wow, these look better in person than they do on camera."
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, I know. Made me happy. But look at that edge highlighting though. I mean, look how quick we're doing that.
Well, are you gonna go over it again when you're done painting? You gonna highlight it again?
No, you're gonna. If
this
works
the
the way
highlights was like the last.
No. It's. You're gonna see what we're gonna do here in a second. Hopefully this works. So there's a technique in doing graffiti art where you lay down, and I'm trying it two different ways. This is the cheater way versus the way that the graffiti artist would do it. But what you do is you lay down the color you want, and then you lay down white on top of it, and then you take that color on top of it again. And what that does is that white causes it to pop like it's glowing. So that's what we're going to do.
Okay, see, I thought you were going to do glowy just on a weapon or something. You're actually going to make him glow.
Yeah, I'm going to make his edging glow.
Gotcha.
Hopefully it works. Pray that it works.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it works, it works. This will be like the happiest moment of my painting career if this works. Everybody's like, I'm gonna come to Daniel for those glow effects. Remember, the whole point of this system is to take it to an 11, dial it back down to 9, then bring it back up to an 11. Okay. See, the thing is, though, I don't want to run my finger on top of it too much because I'm afraid I'm gonna knock the white off, you know?
Yeah, if you wipe it too hard, yeah. Because they'll just pretty much slip right off, won't it?
Kinda, especially if your hands are wet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back, actually. Hold on.
Go get your butter chicken out of the oven. Sometimes we do giveaways on here, but usually there's not enough people to do a giveaway. Random acts of giving away. Sometimes it's good to wet the tip of the pencil. Now the issue will be the airbrush control. I don't know how well it's going to turn out. Sometimes I get quiet. So what about that election? Didn't want to bring it up. Okay, so now it's time to get out the magic tool of the night, the airbrush. We're going to start a fun biennial new airbrush.
I think, did you stream stop?
No.
My internet's going bonkers today.
Probably. Dayless is still on. Dayless, am I still streaming?
Yeah, I refreshed, you're back on.
That's what I thought. Try to blame it on me.
Oh yeah, there's something wrong. Ooh.
What?
I'm only getting 76 down.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm at 50% of, I'm getting probably about 45%, or no, I'm at drop frames. Actually, my CPU's only at 6.9% right now. And I've got 50% drop frames though.
I'm gonna reboot my router.
Alright.
That is not right at all.
See you when you get back. Right now what I'm doing is adjusting my air pressure. I don't want too much air pressure because I'm trying to keep the best edge I can. And there goes the air compressor right now. And the mix that I'm going to go with, I'm going to, it's going to be thin. So we're doing, this is Army Painter's Oozing Purple. Let me mix this real quick. It's going to shake the camera. Well, look at that screen. It's an earthquake. It's really just me shaking paint. Okay. Alright, so we're using Oozing Purple. Bring it down here. And I'm going to use a bit of airbrush thinner. More airbrush thinner than purple. Because I want it transparent. And this is a fairly opaque paint. Okay. So about that much thinner to about maybe that much paint right there. So, and this is how you mix it up. You take an old nasty paintbrush right here, stick it in like that. Now, if I was trying to do an opaque color, I would be doing It would have the consistency of skim milk or 2% milk. This is more of a fat-free milk. So we're going to test it real quick on something black. So first now, what we're doing now is we're going to do a backflow of air. Okay, that helps mix up anything that's in the pot. So, okay, look, there we go. Let's put it on some white here and see what it looks like. Okay, a little bit of color. And let's try it on black. So we're not going to see a lot of effect on the black. You see a little bit here, but what we're looking for is turning white purple. So in a light purple. So we got our model, and we're going to attempt this. Actually, I'm going to take it off the stand so I have a little bit better control over it. And I'm going to try to lock in where I've got my... Let's do this. I don't want to pull it. So let me show you something about an airbrush. So when you pull this back, when you pull the trigger back, that actually is what lets the paint out. Pushing the trigger down, this is a double action airbrush. It lets the air out, okay? So, and this part of the needle moves back. And so this is a cool airbrush because it's a little bit more higher end. It cost me a whole 30 bucks. So this part is what moves back and lets the paint out, okay? So, but we've got this bit here where I can adjust this, and it brings in this little metal piece. So, and I can actually set how far back I want that to go. So right now it's going all the way back. So I don't want it to go all the way back. I want it to go right about there. So you can pull it back a little bit. So let's see how much flow we get. Oh, that's perfect. So let's find out if this is going to work. Pray that it works, guys.
Sorry about that.
Oh, still got a little bit too much pressure. Okay, just I can adjust the pressure down here. A lot of airbrushes have a pressure adjust right here, but I can turn it down right here. This is also a quick release. So, and so my needle might be a little bit too big, but this is the only needle that I've got. Okay. I don't know if this is going to work. It might be too thin down. Yeah. Like I can see the purple, but it's not going on top of the white. Can you see the purple and the black? It's just not picking up on the white. Here. Let's add just a drop more of this purple. Don't want to do it too much. Okay. And I will tell you, this finger actually kind of hurts from all the airbrushing I've been doing lately to base coat these guys.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I think we need to go a little bit more opaque. Little bit more opaque. Anybody gaming this weekend? The game I play.
Game on Monday.
Oh yeah, I heard. The guy who runs games for me, not Chuck, the other guy. He's got his Pathfinder 2 set in. He's like, this actually seems kind of, and he's old school though. But he's like, well, I don't know. This Pathfinder 2 seems a lot better than Pathfinder 1. Like, okay, we'll give it a shot. Okay. Yeah. Not looking good. I don't think it's working. Alright, my friends, this isn't working. Alright, let's switch gears. Let's go to the one we didn't paint, okay? Or didn't edge. And we're going to go ahead and hit the edges of it with a little bit of purple. I think I'm spitting too much, though. So let's up the pressure. There we go. Okay. What we're doing now is just we're going to hit the edges with purple, and this gives it a faded effect on top of the black. And it's something that you can't really see on camera, but I can see it here. Okay. And there goes the air pressure. And that was going to look so cool too. Man, it's all Chuck's fault. Everything's Chuck's fault if you haven't noticed it yet. Ooh, online con gaming. So I have a Boy Scout camp out in 2 weeks. I'm going to introduce a whole new crew of kids to Castles and Crusades. Okay, so sharks is here. These two have a piece. This guy goes with them. He's a bit big, so and listen, I airbrush without a mask. Don't do this at home. I have a theory that I'll never catch coronavirus because I airbrush without a mask. My lungs can't survive. I mean, coronavirus cannot survive in my lungs. Sorry, that's a running joke because those people are actually asking, I heard if you vape, you don't get coronavirus. So what I'm doing is trying to hit like corner edges on stuff. And so I've got this thinned down to enough to where it's more of a tint. What is this problem? Oh my gosh. I got something I didn't clean. This makes me mad. Okay, sorry. Where are you, my little magic tool brush? Yes, I have a piece of plastic. This stupid thing. And I'm going to have to hit it with the paintbrush. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. So, for this big guy, I think I wanted to dry brush the purple onto the bigger part, because this would take forever to try to do it any other way. Now what I'm going to do now is disconnect this and leave the paint still in it, but I'm going to set it on my, hopefully it won't spill. Don't spill. Don't spill. Good. I may need that here in a minute, so it's cool. Alright, now I'm going to take the magic handy dandy dry brush, aka a makeup brush I got from Walmart. Come on, air compressor, you can stop now. Nothing's hooked up. All right, then we'll take a little bit of this Oozing Purple. All right, and we're gonna put it on my piece of tile here. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the paint on this and work it in like this. Okay. Now, and then I'm gonna get most of it out like this. When you can barely see the purple, it's when we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. So we're gonna come in here. Try not to mess anything up. I kind of like this background music, Bake. What do you think?
I have the stream muted.
You had the stream muted.
Yeah, because I got you in Discord.
But you can't hear my music. Have you even listened to it?
No.
Switch back over to it real quick and tell me what you think.
I could if I could get my internet to cooperate. It is not going well.
What do you think so far?
Keeps giving me network errors. I don't know. I keep getting network errors, and I can't even view Twitch hardly.
Sorry.
I'm about to have to call these hooligans.
Your internet providers?
Yeah.
Now I'll have to come back and fix that, but I've got an idea. Look at that. It's actually going on pretty good with this dry brush. Try the music. Do you like the background music there, Lord Dallas? Oh. Okay, a little bit more of this. And we gotta be careful. I get most of it out. Oh, you can't hear any of the music? How about now? Let's go here to this little guy. I think I'm gonna go back to Walmart and get a couple more of these brushes if they're still on sale.
Some of them little makeup ones.
Yeah. Didn't you get one?
Yeah, from Elf is what I think it was called.
These are just cheap. Huh. Says the feed's fairly quiet. So I've got my mic turned up pretty hot. It's actually the let's see here. Yeah, it's fun. I like teaching miniature painting. I teach classes at GaryCon, in local conventions here as well. So, but I enjoy teaching people how to paint. At conventions, I am sponsored by Army Painter, so they send me paint for conventions. For models, I'm sponsored by Iron Wind Metals. On Fridays, I actually paint miniatures over on Norse Foundry's channel as well. These are actually the owner of Norse Foundry's models that I'm painting for him right now as a commission. Let's see here. I was gonna say, oh, I do. If you want to get involved, I do have a Patreon. It's not to make money or nothing like that. It's mainly to cover the cost of materials and things like that. New paints, new techniques, hobby hacks and stuff. It's at 3 levels. The first level is $3, which means you get access to my Discord channel, so you can text me anytime you want to. And you can actually get in here and chat with me vocally while I paint with that level. The $5 level gets you access to any hobby hack recipes early, so you can buy the materials and make them along with me. And then the last tier is $30. I know it's a bit pricey, but you get 1 hour of my undevoted attention to either help you become a better painter, or to you can send me a model and I will paint one of your models and send it back to you. And if you're just getting into the hobby, I would send you a list of things you can buy fairly cheap just to get into it before I let you use up your hours. So we're going to go back over to this guy that we did do the edge highlighting on. Now I'm not even going to get rid of that. I'm just going to hit it with the purple and see what we got here. For sure. Yeah, I put too much purple on it. Great day. This guy might have to get thrown in the bath. Yeah, this one might get thrown in the bath. Alright. Yeah, he's more purple than anything. I'm putting him aside. Alright. Okay. So I'm going to rinse that brush out just a little bit, let it dry. Okay, now what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to look at some of the things that we can do. So this is what I call a tabletop ready paint. It's going to have like 3 to 4 colors on it. So our main carapace is going to be this black and gray with these purple highlights. I've got we're going to use black on any of this main textured tubing. These straight tubes here are actually using another type of paint, and I'm only use that type of paint here on the spheres, but that's going to become last. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm actually going to paint any joints that I see with our metallic that we're going to be using. I've been using, where did it go? It left me. Here we've got Balthasar's Gold, but I had another one out. Where did it go? Somebody stole my paint. So we'll use this stuff. So this next color is going to make it pop. So normally Necrons are painted. The quick and easy way is just spray paint them black, and then use this wonderful stuff right here called Necron Compound on them, and it just literally just makes all the silver pop out on them. But this one is not going to have any silver per se. So this gold color is going to be the joints. So the idea behind this is that at one time this army, so Necrons, they're called undead tomb warriors by some people, but at one time these were living human creatures, and they decided to implant themselves into these robots to last forever. But the problem is, though, they were tricked and their souls were taken from them, and so they've been fighting a war here, but they will sleep for thousands of millennia, or a couple millennia. Anyway, so these guys have just woken up. They patinaed all over where their joints start moving. The metal is starting to show through. So that's the look we're kind of going for right now. So, and so there's not going to be, let me find my little dry brush. Oh no, this isn't good. It dried with paint in it. Nope. Let's use some of the magic stuff. So this right here is literally nothing but Johnson's baby soap. Oh no. I may have lost this dry brush bake.
Rip.
Look at that. Ugh. I know it'll clean it up, but I gotta go put it in the ultrasonic in the bathroom. Oh, I found a new way to clean my airbrush really quick versus the LA's Totally Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, LA's Totally Awesome with OxyClean.
OxyClean, huh?
Yeah, 10 minutes or not even 10 minutes, 6 minutes in the ultrasonic, and it just came out clean as a whistle.
Oh, well, not all of us are fancy with the ultrasonic.
Dude, it's literally a $20 ultrasonic machine that I got on Amazon. It's big enough to throw a model in it, maybe two. No.
Yeah, my little experiment from last week, dipping all those model parts in the mineral spirits. That plastic turned into like a rubber.
I knew it would. I told you.
Yeah. Just kind of had to find out for myself. But
yeah, that's what everybody says.
It's okay. Because I couldn't tear apart the cockpit since it was glued. I thought, well, to hell with it. I'll just get a new one.
Yep. Alright, so we're going to use this homemade dry brush that I made by taking an old brush and cutting the ends off of it. And so we're going to clean it out. So we're hitting the joints. We're going to start right here on these balls. Magic spit, get rid of everything. I may have to use a regular brush. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Every time, I'm gonna have to call these people. I'll be back.
Alright, you know this is the day that my stream is going perfect and you're having all these problems.
I know, it's a terrible thing, but if anybody's gonna have problems, it might as well be me.
Alright, so this is the, sorry. So here's the color that we're using for the metallics. Okay, now we're going to use this little brush here, and I'm going to start filling in a little bit of area where these balls are. And so this doesn't really have to be perfect on this part, because again, this is just area that is worn down. So it's going to be kind of streaky. However, if you can't get to it, don't sacrifice something else on the model to try to hit that with paint. Yeah, the fingertips are probably just a painting tool, yeah. Man, so let me show you back in the day before I started using these little palettes like I do. My thumb would literally be covered with paint right here on my thumbnail because I'd get too much paint on and I'd clear a little bit of it off and get too much, and I'd go around. And so back in the day when I first started painting, actually when I really got serious about painting, that's when I was dating my wife, and we were both kind of punk rock. So like I'd go around, like I was that kid that had mohawks, multicolored hair and stuff like that, and we listened to punk music and stuff, and you know, everybody just thought it was the thing I did to make my nails look cool. Now since I'm doing downward strokes on these balls, because that's the way the legs would be moving. So the thing I do first is get the big stuff out of the way, then I fill in the details. So, and a lot of these models are a lot, I mean, like these bigger models are, they're different. So I can't really batch paint these, but literally I have about like 20 models that look like this. So I'm just going to line all these guys up and just batch paint the crap out of them. Which means do one color on all of them, do the next color on all of them. So you have to plan out what you're doing. Yeah, you can. That's what I kind of do on some of these effects. That's just, now I'm never going to be, so I'm not what you would call like one of these guys that would paint for competitions and stuff, because my whole idea is just get the dang thing to the table so you can play. But I do find this very relaxing. So I do paint a lot like that just to relax and stuff. So, but there's guys out there that blow me out of the water. Okay. Trying to see if there's a lot of any more parts that would be technically moving. World playing now. Grim Fandango soundtrack. Okay. Let's go over to this guy. Yeah, I do 3D printing as well. Here, I don't really have anything on my desk right now that I've 3D printed and painted. I just ordered some more resin for my resin printer. Hopefully it should be here tomorrow. Last week I painted a Spider-Man bust. And so I did it with a filament printer. So this week I want to take and do it with resin print and see how it turns out. So now coming back over here, I took and bought a dragon from the Hobby Lobby and repainted it a few weeks back. Worked on using washing techniques and dry brushing. So I like dragons too. This area here is supposed to be filled with metallic color and then dry brush the numbers in. Something I am kind of excited about is on the WotC side, I'm hearing rumors of Spelljammer taking and coming back, and I would really enjoy 3D printing and painting some Spelljammer ships. Black. Actually, let's do the other stuff first. So this next color that I've got, find it. It's a color called by Turbo Dork. It's called Blue Raspberry. It's actually a color shift paint. Oh yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'm really excited about. I really wish I could find a Starfinder game, or any sci-fi game aside from Travelers. Because I heard Travelers sucked, and I'm only really saying that because Bake's running the Traveler game right now. It's all grody looking. That's what happens when paint dries into the nozzle. See, where is my thingamabobber? Hold on. I gotta push myself away. Oh, there it is. So, this is an old airbrush needle that I shoved inside of a D20. And I use it to clear jams in my paint. Okay. So, this is a color shift paint. What the heck happened? Oh. Okay. Shut all the way. at that. Oh, that's crap came off that. Ah, they are. Mark Miller's a really nice guy, by the way. Alright, so what we're going to do now is the non-textured lines are actually going to get painted with this. So the key is get it on, let it dry, put more on. But you can't you gotta work with it while it's wet, unless you're airbrushing it on. So you kind of gotta get that brush loaded. And this is kind of like power lines. The way I'm looking at this is it's pretty much, normally Necron's power sources are green, but being a purple oriented army, we're shooting for purple to be the power source. Yeah. If I can't, the only time I buy it is if I can't make it. It's one of the reasons why I own 3D printers. On the legs. Yep. I don't know what would have been easier, this purple or actually painting the green. Green's one of those colors that you gotta get just right. Hoses for days. This is a store-bought model from Games Workshop for Warhammer 40k. back over some of these areas with black. Okay. Let's see here. Nah, there's another one. Oh, it's got a chunk on it. Come on, chunk. Okay, so let's let that dry. Actually, nope, missed another one. Alright, so the next part is the eyes. Key with this paint, the key to this is just gotta get it in thick a little bit, just so you can get that good effect on it, and you want to get it an even coat all over. I'm upset my candidate didn't win. Kanye West. Yeah, it is. I like this color shift paint. Okay, so we're gonna let this dry for a minute. Let's put some of this on my nail. See what it looks like. Over gold. Sorry, that was my Chuck face. Right. Let's clean that out. So this little guy here, he's gonna get a little bit of this here on the eye. Okay. And then we'll take the dry brush. We're gonna try this. I have not dry brushed this before. Kind of giving it a shimmer of a power weapon. Okay, so next thing is black. Okay, not just any black, none oil. So hopefully Oh, sorry. Dang you, Daniel. Alright. Nun Oil is a wash by Citadel, which is, I hate to say it, Citadel's up on their wash game. This stuff's the bomb. I don't like Citadel, except for their washes. Let's start down at the bottom. We're going to get those joints toned down a little bit. So, squirt some of this in here. Wait, I gotta clean, look at that. Look how nasty it is. Online. Okay, sorry, that's as far as my musical career it took me. Okay, so this is a shade brush, which is a brush designed for shades or washes, which means that it is a acrylic or nylon based brush instead of a natural hair fiber brush. So what I'm going to do is come in here. Remember how I said we take it to 11, then we bring it back down to an 8? We're currently bringing this down to an 8 right now. So this tones everything down. Okay. Takes the brightnesses down. The only thing I'm not going to put it on is the hoses, unless I make a mistake that we just did. This brings a little bit more black back into the color from where I've dry brushed all that purple everywhere. I'll try not to break it. It's just my paint rack for the show. I 3D printed a paint rack that I put the show's paints in for the day, and that bottle got stuck. Fuck yeah. And so what a shade also does is get in the recesses to add a little depth to things. Okay, this is when we put a lot of wash in some of these areas here. So the way it dries is it'll give it a little bit more depth. Like in these little vents here. So you might look like, oh no, he's going overboard with the washes. I'm not. It's gonna look like garbage. Look at that color shift paint for those eyes though. Look at that. Is that not cool? I'm gonna put another layer on once I get everything dried. To see how we've toned down these joints some too with this wash. It's not as bright as it was. That's the whole point of this wash. So what we'll end up doing is busting some, once this dries up, we'll end up busting back out some more of the purple and dry brushing it again. That brings it back up to the proverbial 11. But we'll have more depth in there because we're doing active layering of what we're doing is building up on it. So. This is the part that sucks. It's because the wash actually takes the longest to dry. I can't really dry brush anything on top of it. It takes a lot of, a lot of people say, well, it'll dry pretty quick. Yeah, but you really don't want to like brush anything on top of it for at least an hour. Well, no. So the pencil work didn't work. So the pencil work was supposed to work when I was airbrushing the purple on top of it, but it didn't work. It's kind of got me a little disappointed. So I want to figure out how to make it pop. I'll probably explore that a little bit more on my Friday night show over at North Foundry's Twitch channel. I'm a little plastic spaceman. See, I experiment a lot, so especially on air, I like to try new things. So this is one I did a while back. It's an orc bard that's using a dead human or halfling or whatnot. It's the eyes as a set of bagpipes. Now, I did magnetize the head so I can switch out heads because this is a model from North Foundry, and I can move the head around. North Foundry makes modular models, so if you magnetize the parts, then you can swap it out. Like they'll send you one body and a couple different types of arm poses and stuff like that. So, but it's my bard of a orc bard. Never really thought about an orc bard before. Sorry, this music's getting me in the groove. Hopefully some of this will dry up some. Come on, dry, say dry. Let's see here, let's go back to the one we kind of messed up. See if we can tone that purple down with some wash, so we don't have to repaint him. This is the one with the pencil work, by the way. Yeah, stick with me, kid. I'll teach you right. Let's tone it down a little bit. Let this dry. So let's look at this real quick. So I initially bought let's get some of these brushes out here. Two, because I paint a lot of Space Marines and a lot of black stuff. So I bought these two watercolor pencils first. And what I mean by watercolor pencil is, seriously, that's what that is a watercolor pencil. So you would take a piece of paper and color on your paper, right? And then you would take a wet brush and wet it. Okay? And on paper, this looks like you're painting with watercolors. So if you don't know how to use watercolors, you can color it and then wet it. Yeah, that's actually what I was going for, was the DCC pants, because I play a lot of DCC. So I just noticed that when you said that. Okay, so then you could buy, Crayola makes these watercolor pencils as well, but you can get them in all sorts of colors for highlighting. And I call this my highlight cheater method. So let's see here. Let's see. Let's grab one of these models over here that I've got. So, like if I wanted to highlight the sky in brown, I can essentially come over here and, you know, start highlighting in brown. You know, it's called an edge highlight. But like you want to highlight in the color that you're painting, but you know, like a darker brown and highlight it. So let's see if I got a piece of paper. Okay. Here we go. This'll work. Piece of paper. Scrap paper, that is. So we're gonna draw a tree. Okay. Now, I was never really good at these paints before, like this. I never really got the grasp of it. Now, let's see here. A tree is gonna have green grass around it. Okay, and it's, sorry, you're hitting my microphone's hitting that. Then we're gonna have darker green leaves. Okay. So then we could take a wet paintbrush, and you would actually want a big one. That's what she said. And then you would work that area. It's gonna be a little dirty because it's my dirty paint water. So I mean, it's something fun for the kids to do. I don't know if it would be really useful. I know people that paint in watercolors, so and once it dries, the colors would be there. But it works great for models. Sorry, cracking my back. Sorry, I'm still waiting for this to dry a little bit. Yep, it's my bald spot. Sorry. Let's look at another model while that dries. Let's get these guys out real quick. Just at least the highlights. Okay. Let's get this guy out some. Is it still wet? Where's my paper towel? Sorry, I gotta dry this out some. I think we lost Bake. Remember, in Discord, I'm big and whistle. So, let's see how much paint we got in here. Okay. Too much water in it. Causing the paint to smear. Come on now. This ain't working right now. Oh, hush. Oh, I'm dancing. Sorry, I'm trying to get the water out of this brush. It's causing my paint to go everywhere. And not in a good way. I asked Chuck if he wanted me to teach people how to use fantasy grounds on here. He didn't seem too keen on it. Yeah, this ain't working right. It's too wet. Might have to let this dry. Dang, damn it. This is why I need multiples of these brushes. Well, this guy's starting to dry up some. So see how we toned it down a lot with the wash? You can still see some of the purple poking through. These are all magnetized, by the way. I always put magnets on the bottom of my bases so they stick to. I got a metal plate over here that I just throw everything on and prime it all at once. So we have this little spot here. Get my black out. Gotta fix it. See, I still don't want to dry brush anything right now on this model because it's still a little wet. Okay, that's fixed. Let's come in here. So we're trying to get that. Yeah, I do get impatient, especially in this show, because I want to show people a finished model. Get patina when it dries. Okay, let's go back to my Turbo Dork. Okay. And we should be able to hit some of these spaces again with this paint. So we're going to start from the top down this time. But we're not going to go all the way to the edge on like these eyes. We're going to concentrate more in the front. It kind of gives it more dimensions, considering it'll dull the around the edges. So it's more like it's concentrated. It's looking towards the front. Back over some of these hoses. Still have to do all the black hoses too. No, it doesn't. There's different ways of painting. That's why the wash is just to fill in the recesses, and so and to tone some of the more flatter areas down. And then we're going to come back in again with the dry brush once our dry brush is dry, and we're going to dry brush the crap out of it again and get mainly the edges to make them pop again. It's fine that we're messy around these double hoses, because we're coming back in, filling it, the black parts in once all this dries. Boom, I like that. That raw. Let's see, what color am I going to paint this hand down here? This is some rubble. While that dries. So I got some gray. Do some gray. And just some red. What we got here? We've got Mephistion and Evil Sun Scarlet. So we'll first start with Mephistion. because it's the darker of the reds. And it's also a base coat. So we're doing some stuff on the bases here. Base coat with Citadel paints means it's just the foundation layer. It's the color that goes on first. It means it's more opaque. Sorry, it loses focus when I lean in. My eyes are going a little blurry. And a lot of this base will have sand on it. When I get done, I've got this black sand over here I've made. And the base will be based in black sand. I did this in another video a few weeks back showing how to make sand colored. Skull. Okay, while this is still a little wet, we're going to take some Evil Sun Scarlet. This is a layer paint. Come in here. Do the edge highlighting with this. Not really edge highlighting, it's more the lines of getting the high points where the sun will be hitting it. You can do this while it's still wet. It's called wet blending. Blends the color down into it. I don't know if you can tell that right there. So it's got that lighter edge and it's worked its way down into the other. Yeah, I had a video showing how to make different colored sands out of regular beach sand using dyes in your oven. It's pretty cool. Hold on now, I'm gonna get a couple of grays. Good. Sorry, getting ready to use the mixer. Been told I spend too much time on my bases. We're taking a little bit of this ash gray there, and we've got a dark gray called Eschen gray. Okay, we're gonna put it right next to it. So we'll start with this. We're going to do this area right here. Grab the bone color. Now we're going to take this color and mix it here. Okay. Straight hair. Big scarab. Oh, it's so cute. There. Ah. Straight hair off here. And now we come in here. Bringing this area up here up to an 11. Then it come down to through another wash. Clean it off a little bit. Now we're actually going to get out the Necron Compound. We're not going to actually use it on said Necrons, but y'all will get to see how this stuff works. It's a paste. I put a little bit on my brush here, work it in. So I've got a vent here. Actually, should have. Hold on. I mainly got it out for this right here. And then I'm actually going to take, so like here's a bullet hole. That's in this Necron Compound. In the areas that look like they have chip paint. And the edges. Okay. Then we got some rebar right here. Sorry, I'm over here at the wall of paint. Alright. So it's a dry paint. It's actually designed for dry brushing. So it's I've got a few of them up here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. And they're lighter than the color that they're supposed to go over. So try to get a few more of these things in. Next color we're going to use is called Skeleton Bone, and as you guessed it, it's for painting skeleton bones. Because there's 2 skulls on this base. So we're going to come in here. Fill in this. This is kind of a thinner paint, so it's fine. Again, this is just to bring it out because this entire area will probably have about 3 mils of sand on the bottom of the base, so there might not even be a chance that they could see the skulls aside from something poking out. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry for just a second. Now the next thing we're going to do is I've got another color and we're going to stipple it on. Stippling is where you take a stiff brush, put paint on it, and go like this. So let's see here. Where's my stiff brush at? It's a bit wet. Now what we're going to be doing is stippling on another effect color on the base. It's a rust color. So this is kind of stiff. So this is called Dry Rust from Army Painter. I can get it to mix. Oh, I got 2 messages. See if they're from Bake. No. Okay, so if we get this, there we go. So we're gonna take this and I'm gonna put it into the brush, kind of like how I did my dry brushing. So will get washed down as well. It's a bit bright. It dries actually fairly dull. So, let's see here. Aside from letting everything dry, let's see what else we need to do here. Let's go ahead and get my black hoses done. This is Belay Hose Black 70.950, or since they are Spanish, they have the Spanish names for them as well. So now what we're doing here is all the corrugated, I guess that's the right word for it, tubing paint black. If we were neat about it, we wouldn't have a lot to do. About does it for those pots and start dry. This is the old way of edge highlighting. I don't enjoy it. It takes too long. Bit of a little bit of time. Hopefully this thing will get dried out. Is it? Now we gotta be more selective on this dry brushing because we got other colors painted in now.
Am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Finally?
Yep.
Good lord.
Glad you're back. Tell me how awesome I am.
I had to run to the store and pick up a new LAN cable.
Really?
Yeah, my power lines gave out. I'm like, what in the world?
How far are you from your store?
It's like 20 minutes.
Didn't you keep like 50 network cables there?
No, I did not have any long enough this time, unfortunately. But, kind of snazzy.
You like it?
What
do you think?
So far, so good.
It's almost done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Those joints look pretty nice.
You like the joints?
Nice and dirty, dark.
Well, this is Grimdark. I like it though. I think he's good. It looks good.
Yeah. Bad at all.
I hope he likes them. Let's see here. We gotta wash this base. So all the base belong to us.
Base.
Booch. Low Earth Orbit, I think it's called. What is Low Earth Orbit? This is not Low Earth Orbit. This is called Nun Oil. Nectar of the Dark Gods. So I'm almost out.
Well, you can get yourself some more from the old Patreon.
Yep. One day I might have enough money in that old Patreon. I'm actually trying to get it up to a point where I can buy a new airbrush.
Oh, there you go.
I want a good one though, like a Patriot or something. That's when you're supposed to put the Patreon link.
Yeah, let me find that.
Look at that. Oh, that base looks amazing. Dry, I command it to dry.
There we go.
Dude, this is just like killing me. I love this thing. Oh man, I almost want to use this paint scheme on my Necrons. Oh man. It makes me happy. Well, we have 9 minutes. Remember, if you want to sign up for my Patreon, right there it is. I also have a Facebook page that I never update. But just let me know what y'all think. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know Bake just now got on here, and I am cutting it a little bit short because I am hungry. My wife brought home some kettle corn today, so I'm really excited about that. And
I love kettle corn.
The Spirit of 70, Interstate 76, the video game music has been playing in my ear, and it is starting to actually get on my nerves. And there we go. We'll turn it off. Let's see here. I got a message on Troll Lord. I bet you I heard it's about some guy going live. Oh, wait. No, wait. General text chat. What's it say? Oh, it is some guy going live. And somebody posted about it. His name's Troll Lord Bake Sauce. I'm going to change my screen name to not a Troll Lord. Big
I don't even know.
Huh?
I don't even know.
You don't know?
Oh, I told. Yeah, okay. I told the what the date was.
Yeah. No problem, Lord Dalius. I don't know if I said your name correctly, but hopefully I did. I'll be on here at Norse Foundry's website on Friday evening if you want to catch me there. Message me on Discord. And remember, you can get access to my personal Discord through my Patreon. Y'all have a great night. Bye.
See you, bye, everybody.